you a tunnel. And just like that, we went through a hill. Oh, let's see. Okay, I made that delivery up there in Monette, Missouri. And they deadheaded me to Fort Smith, and I'm on the way to Fort Smith, still about 45 minutes from there. But they have since sent me an actual order, and it's picking up there at the Maverick Fort Smith yard and delivering Monday, I think, in Clark Lake, Michigan, which you go right by this place going to the Gerdau Mill at Jackson, Michigan, which I've done several videos from, but it's probably been over a year since I've been to this place in Clark Lake. But you drive right past it. It's about maybe 10 miles from the Jackson Gerdau Mill, so I know exactly where it is. So I'll probably plan on leaving out Sunday morning, driving a full day. I'll probably try to get up to that rest area there northeast of Indianapolis on I-69. I could either go that way or I could go up to the Portage, Indiana facility and stay there Sunday night. Those are my two choices, so that's what I'm thinking. So it's 4 p.m. Thursday afternoon, headed to the Fort Smith Maverick yard. I'll show you some of that when I get there. All right, everybody. I'm arriving here at the Maverick Fort Smith yard. If you've watched my videos, you've seen this before. There's the system arriving me. I'm going to turn that down. Let this truck go by. You can see a Maverick coming out from way down at the end of the road there, leaving the Gerdau Mill. We do get loads over there, but my work order says I'm getting loaded over here. So the way this works is I'll go over here and park on this side of the building. Then I have to go into the system and let them know I've arrived, and then it will assign me a spot in the loading order. I don't really see that many empty trucks, so that's good. So I'm just gonna go down here, kind of park right here. All right, let me get in the system and arrive myself, and we'll see what's happening. Okay, everybody, once I got logged in and arrived, said I was number 1 in the loading order. Took them about 10 minutes to get me a loading assignment. So let's get over there. We're supposed to go to loading zone E. So while I was waiting, I got my PPE on, got a couple of straps put on the trailer, got 5 timbers on the trailer, walked around a little bit, went up to the driver lounge, got a drink of water, use the restroom, killing some time. So I've only got about an hour and a half left on my 14-hour clock for today. So once I get loaded, it says this is a tarp load. So once I get loaded, I'll just pull back over here, finish securing, tarping, and just camp out here tonight and get a shower, and then leave out in the morning, get home Friday morning, and then I'll have to leave out Sunday morning. Oh, there's the water sprayer truck. Need it. Whew. All right, so loading zone E is going to be this first one we come to. We have an A, B, C, D, E, and then we have a couple of doors inside. Doors 1 and 2, I think it is. That's it for over here. So we're just gonna kind of make the turn here and get the trailer positioned in this opening here with the passenger side edge of the trailer right up as close to the concrete dirt line as we can get it. That makes it a little easier on the forklift loader. So let me get in position here and I'll try to show you some load. Okay guys, so I'm here in loading zone E. Got my trailer set up. The supervisor's already come by and put my paperwork here. So I know I'm getting 5 bundles of product that is 27 feet long. So let me show you the setup. If it's 27 feet long and we want 2 foot of overhang in the rear and the front, 2 and 2 is 4, so 27 minus 4 is 23. And divide 23 by 2 and you get 11 and a half. All right, so let's start at the center point, which is right here on this trailer, and let's go up 11 and a half. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, right in here. I always go back a little bit. Same here, start at the middle, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. All right, so that's where our front and rear boards are. And then I got a strap laid out in the rear and the front. And I also put one in the middle. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you know if I have product longer than say 25 feet, I usually put a middle strap in there. You don't have to, but I do. All right, so, and then I've got my boards kind of spread out. He said I needed 6 timbers, so I've just kind of got them spaced out. I think they like to have 4 feet here on the center ones, and then just kind of split the difference with the ones in the middle there. So just waiting. I don't know if he's getting my product or not. I'm the only truck in loading position, so I'll try to show you some when he gets over here. Okay guys, I got my loader Isaac here, bringing 3 of the 5. This is the center of the trailer, so we want this bundle here to be in the middle. He's got them pretty straight. Just need to come over a little more. Okay. Take the front that way, just a little. Okay, that's good. Hey man, get off my video.
How you doing? What you got, 7 9?
Yeah, that's good. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. That was Big Trucking, Jeremy, and a trainee, Dimitri, from down in South Arkansas. You know, Big Trucking, he started training a few months ago. Said he's liking that. So that's cool. I hadn't seen him in quite a while. I was just telling him Hadn't seen him in many months. There goes another empty one. Yeah, Isaac did a good job getting those up there. First try, he had them pretty dang straight. That looks real good. Now all he's got to do is put the last two right up there, and I'll start getting these. Well, you know, I'll get my straps thrown over, and then pull around to the other side and get the chains and tarps and all on there. I'll show you some of that later. But all right, more in a minute. All right, guys, here comes Isaac with the last two bundles. He had them stored over there. Well, I'm glad the water truck's been working this afternoon because it's pretty windy out here. All right, all he's got to do is slap them up on there. They're pretty straight. It's tilted to the right just a hair, but it doesn't matter. It's close enough. All right, all he's got to do is bump those up. Then we'll make sure they're all bumping, touching each other. The front outside bundle's not touching. Looks like everything's touching except for the front of this outer bundle here. I'm gonna push it up a little bit and it should be good. This is pretty skinny bar, so it's got a lot of play to it. So he's just gonna shove that up there. All right. That's good. All right. I think we're good, folks. All right, folks, so I'm loaded. I've got my 3 belly wraps over. Let's pull around to the other side. There's old Isaac there, fixing to load another truck. I got a message a couple hours ago that I'm supposed to check this trailer into the shop. It's time for scheduled maintenance. That's good timing because I was going to check it in anyway because the ABS light is on. It's got some problems. Down to 54 minutes on my 14-hour clock for today. No worry though. I'm just gonna park here for the night. Well, I've got several trucks in the loading position now. Woo, the sun is setting. It's going to be shining right in the windshield. There's the Gerdau mill across the road that gives us all this product. So once I get done securing and tarping this, I can go in and get a shower, or I could check out one of the courtesy vehicles they have for us, go into town to a restaurant or shopping or whatever. So, you know, that's the benefits of this facility you can take advantage of sometimes. I'm gonna go back down to the other end where I started, because see how this fella right there straight ahead has pulled way up into the park. You really need to have your rear tires on the concrete, edge of the concrete, or it gets kind of weird trying to turn out of here. Yeah, I think I'll park right here. No, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go, maybe I'll end up with nobody beside me. Probably a slim chance of that. All right, I'll show you some more in a minute. All right, people. We've made it to Friday morning. It's about, well, it's 6 a.m. I didn't even set my alarm. I just slept in. Actually, my old Maverick trainer, Robert, called me a little while ago asking me how to, he's hauling for Oakley Trucking now, doing an end dump, which I've told you before, but he's taking a load down to Midlothian, Texas, to a Gerdau mill, and was asking me how to get in there, because he knows I've been there a few times. And I said, well, where you're going to have to go with scrap metal is probably different than where I've had to go, but I told him what I remembered. Anyway, I got this load of steel bar going up to Clark Lake, Michigan for Monday. Just thought I'd give you a shot of the yard when it's still dark and not much going on. Going to the North Little Rock yard to park and be off for a short weekend. There's old Theodore and one of his workmates over there getting ready to start working. You won't be able to see him. He's over here by the forklifts. Kind of quiet around here right now. I did send in a maintenance request to the North Little Rock shop just a few minutes ago to let them know I'm coming in and this trailer is due for maintenance. You know, it's helpful to them if you send in a maintenance form on that instead of just showing up. I mean, I could just show up, walk into the shop, write it up, and they'd take care of it, but this way they can kind of plan it and get it on the schedule. Sure, they appreciate that. So you see they got several preloads out here in the front. But that's it. Just giving you a view of the calm time here at the yard. Woo. And the Gerdau mill across the street. All right, let's go to North Little Rock. All right, everybody. Hey, it's Friday morning. Still Friday morning. I'm approaching the Maverick, North Little Rock Yard, about to put an end to this week. If you've been watching my videos, you know this is how I kind of like to wrap up the week. Show you the Maverick yard, do a quick recap. All right. So, if you're thinking about getting into trucking and need a place to get your CDL, here's the Maverick Driving Academy right here to the right. They started their own driving academy a couple of years ago, maybe even a little longer than that. But you can come here, get your CDL right there. And here's the main grounds and offices. Thank you for opening the door for me, sir. All right. Oh, they've got the parking lot coned off. Oh, well, that's all bad. Okay, so here's the main campus training building over there to the left. They got the bays open and training going on in there. I wish I could get over there and show you some of it, but they've got that all coned off. Looks like maybe they're doing some striping to the parking lot, but anyway, I can't get over there. Now I've got my truck scheduled to be in the shop here shortly, so I'm gonna have to park and go sign it into the shop. I'm just looking over here to see if there's any parking spots. Oh, I think there's one right here. Nah! I thought it was a spot, but it's got a bobtail parked there. There's a good view of the shop. Well, here's a good view of the main training building right there, straight ahead. Well, let me get parked. I'll get back to you for the recap. Okay, guys, I got parked over here. What they were doing out front, I had another driver tell me, because he saw me looking for a parking spot, is they're blocking that part off because they do a yearly Maverick. Well, I don't know if it's not just Maverick, but they do some sort of a caravan for the Special Olympics, and that's what they're doing out there, is kind of using that space to congregate for that. So got parked here. I'll get out and show you the load real quick, but I wanted to do a recap for you. Last week's miles, it was a good week. 2,537 miles. The gross pay was $1,914.39. $1,914.39. That included $15 of detention pay, $150 of tarp pay, which would be 3 tarp jobs. And something new, I didn't mention this, but this may be the first week they've started this, but Maverick's giving us a technology stipend, I'll call it, to help us reimburse for like the cost of a cell phone or stuff like that, you know. So that's cool. And that was like let's see, what, $11, almost $12. So And someone asked me if I could start, when I do this recap with the miles and the gross pay, could I also report on how much of my 70-hour clock I used up or had left over for that particular week. So that's a good idea. So for that week right there, for those stats, if you'll remember from last week's videos, when I pulled in here to the Maverick yard, I had like 1 minute left on my 70-hour clock. So I burned up the whole 70 hours to get to those numbers. So yeah. And I'll make some notes so each week I'll be able to give you that information. So all right, let's get out, take a quick look. We'll put an end to this week. You know, this load I picked up in Fort Smith late yesterday. It goes to Clark Lake, Michigan for Monday morning. You know, it was like 27-foot bar, I think, 5 bundles. So I've got a belly wrap over the front, the end, and then I put one in the middle too. 4 chains with coil pads and over center binders. You know, typical bar load. So that's what we got. And I'll probably leave out Sunday morning pretty early. This will be another quick weekend for me, but that's you know, that's what gives you the big paychecks. Short weekends and long weeks of driving. But so here's the load. I'm gonna walk in that little man door right there and check the truck into the shop and go home. I got quite a few things to do. And there's the Maverick Hotel, I call it, where they house some of the students that are here for training. And I'm parked over in that little secured parking lot over there. Sometimes I park out there closer to I-40, but this week I parked over there. And there's the main office, the driver's lounge, showers, TV room, exercise room, all that is right in there. And then there's the main office. There's the training building over there. Just giving you a look at things. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you back out here Sunday.